All right, we back y'all with another reaction video. Today we are going to do one of my favorite lyricists and hip hop artists, Lupe Fiasco. I'm a huge fan of lyricism. If you haven't caught that yet by looking at my other videos and checking out my music, then yeah, I really like intricate lyricism, and Lupe is in my top 5 rappers, especially on a lyrical level, just because of his storytelling ability, the abstract nature of his schemes and his bars, and he also deals with a lot of conscious topics as well, which I'm really a fan of. Now, today what we're going to review is we're going to review this really awesome piece of work, which is an acapella of his song Mural Jr., which is on the Drogas Wave album, which in my opinion is a classic album. It's one of the few albums in recent memory that had me going back and replaying it. But you kind of have to do that with Lupe's stuff because it's just so in-depth. And he is going to lyrically kind of blow your mind on first listen. So you have to understand him and really get the full scope. You either got to go to Genius and look up this dude's lyrics, or you got to really dissect them yourself. So I'm going to try and do that with this video to the best of my ability. I'm definitely going to miss some bars, and some of this stuff is just over your head. I have listened to this, so it isn't a pure, like, fresh reaction, but it's still something that I would like to critique. So here we go.
Yeah, I say, holy assumption of man into the heaven sphere. Many mansions for champions within his 7 tiers. Evangelists reimagine every 11 years. Pause for applause, evolve to what was never here. Born to death, born to die. Form the flesh, form the eyes. A veritable storm of winged form swarms the skies. Marital norms unperformed, but the pawn survives. In the dorms of the scorn, they keep warm supplies. Going to lose the use of tooth, horn, and thigh. If I was standing, I was landing. 2 one-hand, one-man bands jamming in tandem.
That's a crazy bar. Just the 2 one-man band jamming in tandem like that. That's just crazy rhyme structure right there. He's actually displayed it in this whole bar, but this is a 5-minute video of this dude just going in with crazy intricate rhymes, yo.
He who power naps then plans gathering ransoms and maps man's laps in a hand lathered in absinthe. Got a talent, traffic, and ramblings, and handing out amazing handmade maps of the labyrinth. Out the back of the wagon, out the back of the madam, out the back of the magnum, then out the trap of enchantment.
Ooh, he's like going in on some kind of like medieval theme right now, and kings and queens, and kind of like oppression from the top down almost. He just says things in very creative ways, and that's what I really appreciate about Lupe.
Bellerophon with the megaphone, Mega Man Desert Zone, run marathons with sweaters on. That was so simple.
Hold up. This dude said Mega Man Desert Zone. I don't even remember. It probably was like Mega Man 3 or whatever, but I remember playing that shit. I was never good at Mega Man, but like that's just dope, that analogy.
But hot in a place where it's so simple but not. Closed temples and old little forgot to roll hold chisels, cripples who won't miss a salat. The old hoes that they won't give you a shot, but you can get the whole pistol, it's gonna hit you a lot.
Your hose was shot. You could get this pistol a whole lot. Oh my God.
These are real words from a savage mind. Unmaximized man on the average climb. Who don't deserve the whole truth in only half your time. Fit the life of a whole booth in only half a line.
Oh my God. Fit the whole life of the booth in half a line. Just like the way that this dude personifies things. See how he personified the booth as a human? He does that in another song called Twilight Zone off one of his old mixtapes, where he personifies money and guns and drugs, and it's ridiculous. I love that ability from Lupe.
In a future life, I don't even have to rhyme. We'll get the entire Armageddon with only half the sign.
Oh my God. In another life, I don't even have to rhyme. You'll get the entire Armageddon with only half the signs. That's probably one of the nastiest bars I've ever heard in my life. That's some shit that I would say, or you would hear from like Cannabis or some shit like that. But man, we're not even halfway through this, and I've already had to pause the video about 4 times.
Just yields and railroads, and lush fields with bell tolls. Couple huddles of the unskilled but well told. It's unreal how off one deal to sell souls.
Oof.
That he got him by the dozen. Medulla oblongata is what got him by the oven. Like how the moonshine is what got him by the cousin. He got him by the bottom and he about to stick his tongue in. Ugh, such an unsettling scene. An obscene setting for the unheading of queens. The architecture is something you've never seen. Dream clean. That's 3 words at the same time. And kill 3 birds with the same nothing. I want each and every hand with the same bluffing.
He plays every hand with the same bluffing. Like, oh my God, just like the multi-syllable ability, like almost every word in those bars rhymes. Like he's doing like 8 to 10 syllable rhymes.
Answers each and every man with the same question. What is it? Bet you still want to know, but I already done did it. I ball heavy in physics. But it's already specific. If you're doing what's already done, it means it's already terrific. That's rather meta-poetic, and just to acknowledge that adds an extra exhibit to what's already within it. The galleries lack the wall space, so I made a gallery of galleries made of all space.
Oh my God. The galleries got wall space, but I made a gallery of galleries for all space. What? Bro.
If it was more small, it'd be Moore's law. From the land of the pole where we once saw. From the hand of a pro to a hard jaw. And make a stand at the store to the snow thaw. I went from paper boy to editor for throwing Ars Poetica with the arms of Federer.
He's talking about his penmanship is on par with the greats of sports like Federer. You know, I'm pretty sure he's from Chicago. He's got a bunch of MJ lines about that. Man, goat shit.
On the porches and steps of the farmhouses of settlers. One of several sets who can come and charm the predators. We who measure the measuring tools of measurers. We who pleasure the pleasure tubes of pleasurers.
That's a really creative way to say we getting pussy. We pleasure the pleasure tubes of pleasurers. Oh my God.
We who lecture at treasure schools of lecturers. We who question the treasure rules of leverages. Born to death, born to die. Born correct, immortalized. In a war where your performance score is your salary, it's like fantasies combating your mortality. Hold up. I'm just trying to restore sanity. Sigmund Freud, boy, Leroy to your vanity. To instill what kills krill, destroys manatees, so seal deals, but still seal deals to build factories. What looks Roman Senate to enter reveals Maccabee. So never just trust off guts, but what's actually. Unless it's Quados. Now we back to pillars of salt. I recall back peeling potatoes. In hindsight, maybe attack killing tomatoes. Caesar's shoulders carrying plenty and payloads. Now that's another strata, but I was making sense. Then cop out took the highway, and I was making chips, and nappy head Karate Kid, and I was breaking bricks, and finally taking 5, even taking 6. It's rehabilitation. I be taking trips, don't ruin as God said. I won't make a dent, Harley, but I'm still Harvey. I hope this making sense. Devil tooting his own horn. Don't come and take a sniff in the streets. You gotta fight, you get punished for taking whips. Make that change for your team.
Man, like that's something that hip hop's done very well. You know, they've talked about police brutality and social injustice, and you know his music is kind of littered with that. He has like entire albums of like entirely conscious songs, and that's one of the major topics from Lupe too. But he's talking about it here. You know, how, you know, the cops be beating blacks just like slave owners were. Like, it's crazy.
Team gotta have New Jersey drive and a stomach for taking whips. I'm just trying to redeem. With these handful of bars, don't beat me for coming clean. To unify the hooks, if you know it, then come and sing. No bust in while I'm asleep. Nightmares will come in dreams. Samurais rarely die from another sword. This is 1985, meet the hoverboard. That was Bobby Johnson Potato, just the underscore. Think deep, but don't let it fry your motherboards.
Think deep, but don't let it fry your motherboard. Man, he actually had a lot of like computer references and stuff like that on Drogas Wave. So like that does make sense to me now that he would talk about that. Some kind of like transhumanist conscious, shit. So that's interesting.
T, not a paint's plural. This is Junior's mirror. Yeah.
Man, I mean, there's not really much you can say about that. Like, that was an amazing a cappella performance. I really respect that form of art. It's something that I like to do at shows too, just because it shows that you could really spit. Like we're up there, rapping over a beat, but you can really hear the inflection in the voice, and it really pinpoints the lyrics. And that's something you want to do with Lupe. You really want to pinpoint his lyrical ability, because let's be honest, he doesn't have like the greatest delivery in the world. His flow is pretty generic. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not doing too much switch up. He's always in the pocket though, but it's not like a super abstract flow like his lyricism is. But lyrically, dude's on another level. I really don't know anybody who could tell a story like Lupe. And he just did it here. He just showed that. And everything's a story for Lupe. Everything has a concept behind it that's something deeper and is metaphorical and full of double entendres and wordplay. And he's just a really special artist. He actually just dropped another little EP called House, and there's a couple songs on there that are really amazing. Lupe has this weird obsession with dinosaurs too, so there's that track. But he had another one called like LF95 that was really, really dope. And he has a lot of good metaphors and wordplay and stuff like that. So definitely check that out. Check out Drogas Wave, which is where this song Mural Jr. comes from. And make sure you check out my music. Make sure you check out the alumni shit. I also go by Coherent. Check out our channel. We got a bunch of content. We got podcasts. We got music videos. We got a bunch of older content and interviews and stuff. And we got a bunch of new content coming out, including reaction videos. So stay tuned, subscribe, like the video for me. Appreciate it. Peace.